Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday Wisdom Call. My name is Marty Forrest. My website is Hello Extraordinary Life. If you have not been to the website, check it out. You can get your free gift on the landing page, 3 steps to reprogramming your negative self-talk, which I'm sure we can, even me still can use some help with. That seems to be the default. When it's what we know, it's where we go. So out of habit, and when life gets really hard, it just can take us there. So go there, get your free ebook. It's like a 4-page read, and people have found it incredibly helpful. It gives you some just practical tools to implement immediately. Also in March, I'm actually going to get the calendar out and schedule something in March for the 6-week course that will be coming up. It's 1 hour a week for 6 weeks, and it is that journey inside to loving yourself from the inside out, ultimately developing the relationship with the inner child. That's where it begins, truly begins, when we start taking care of ourselves on the inside. That's where that love relationship with ourselves begins. And today I am talking about minding our own business. It's quite an interesting conversation. There's a saying, I'm sure many of you have heard it, if not all of you, is it's none of my business, it's none of your business what somebody thinks about us. And that is true. It's not my business what people think about me. What is my business? What happens when I mind my own business? I mind and I tend to myself. I mind me and my reaction or my response to life. When I'm minding your business, I am looking at you and I'm taking stock and inventory of you and how you're behaving or not behaving and the impact it has on me or not. And I have a judgment about it, or I have an opinion about how I think you should be, because why? Why do we do that? Because I want to feel more comfortable. I need your approval. Whatever it is that I say I mean we all do this. Whatever we make it mean. If someone's a jerk, what do I make it mean? How is that a reflection of me? Is it even about me? Maybe somebody's having a bad day and they're just an asshole. Maybe somebody, when they cut me off in traffic, is in a hurry. I saw someone just yesterday, passing in the turning lane in the middle of the street, on a 2-lane street with the turn lane in the middle. Yeah, he did that 2 or 3 times. I thought, well, good God, I hope he's getting to the hospital. I hope he's in a hurry and he's got to get somewhere quick. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Good morning. Good morning. I just got started, so welcome to the call.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm talking to, yeah, you're welcome. I know that's your first time here, so I'll spend a few minutes speaking to the topic, which is minding our own business. And then at the end, I'll open it up and ask for your insights or your aha moment or what you resonated with. So there we go. Thanks for joining me today. I'm talking about minding our own business and what does that really mean. And I started with that saying, I think probably all of us have heard, it's like none of my business what other people think about me. And what is my business? If I'm sitting in judgment and I'm taking someone else's inventory, that's not my business, really. I'm sitting in judgment because it's a reflection. Something's being reflected back to me about me. Or possibly they're just having a bad day. People are known to have a bad day. I have a bad day. I can be a jerk sometimes too. And what I really get to look at is what's my business is my response and my reaction to people. If I'm reacting, I get to look at why is it triggering me. If I'm responding, I'm just going to respond to it because that's how it is. And I will teach people, here's what else is my business. I will teach people how to treat me. And if they are not treating me well or how I want to be treated, then I get to look at, we all get to look at, if you choose, what are they saying about me, or what am I making that mean about me, or how is that me? And how, the bigger question is, how do I do that to myself? If I'm allowing someone to treat me badly, I have a serial monogamous abusive relationships in my life story. That's what I did. Many of us know that story well. We may have grown up in those abusive homes. We have no boundaries, and we allow people to treat us however we think we deserve to be treated. And it's usually when we begin to look inside, it's usually what I'm doing to myself. If I'm with someone that's calling me names or dismissing me or talking down to me, condescending, any of those, the list can go on and on and on. If I'm allowing that, it's usually what I'm doing to myself. Now, I often can't see that. I'm just mad because I'm not being heard, or they're calling me names. And, well, when I really started to look at that, that's my invitation to you, is when you really start to look at that, is I'm only allowing them to do what I do to me. I didn't like that truth. I thought, holy cow, if that's what I'm doing to me, then they're just simply a reflection of that to me. They're just simply reflecting me back to me. Ouch. Yikes. That was a really painful realization that I'm allowing people to treat me the way that I treat me. And the kinder I am to me, the kinder you are to you, that like attracts like. We attract that. And that's the progress. So if we just simply look in our world to what we create in our world by our own energy and our own behavior we put out there, we'll see exactly where we are. Minding our own business is a full-time job. If I'm only minding my business, my response to life and the world around me, and I'm busy living my purpose and I'm creating my life, there's really no more time to look at you. I get to look at what I'm bringing into my world and what I'm creating. And I was just reading something about when we get triggered. This woman was writing about her husband, and when they argue, it's because one of us wants to be right. I thought, well, of course, one of us wants to be right. So do we want to be right, or do we want to be love? And of course, the answer is we always want to be love. But when we argue, we forget. And then when we remember, oh, we are here to help each other become our best selves. And when I'm seeing where I'm triggered, that's my business. That's what's my business. I'm getting triggered by something, and it's a place for me to improve, to heal, to take a look and see what's going on inside. That's what's my business. To sit around and talk about other people or how they behave or what they're doing, that's none of my business. How it affects me, that's my business. And that's where I get to look. That's where I get to look on the inside. Now, when we're in relationship with people, and we do this every day, we're in relationship with people, and I got to share something with my husband last night that I have been really quiet about, because how we behave together affects both of us. And I just got to share that with him without, how do I say that? Without making him bad and wrong for it. It's simply how I feel about it and my response to it. What he does or doesn't do, this is where it's very challenging. And anybody in that romantic relationship or just a close relationship, it's really challenging to get to mind my own business, mind your own business, get out of their way, and simply love them through whatever they're going through, knowing it's not about us. Now, I can know that all day long, but when I'm uncomfortable or I want him to be in a better place so I can feel better, or I simply don't want him to be in any more pain, then I'm robbing him of his journey and whatever it is he's here to experience. When it affects us and our marriage, it's still the place for me to here's what's up for me and simply allow the space for that because we dance together. Whatever he gets to go through, that's his business and his journey, and I'm simply here to walk with him and maybe help him become a better version of himself when he asks for it. It's still not my business, but I can share from my perspective because that's how we do relationships. If I'm offering the unsolicited advice that people really don't want to hear, then it doesn't land very well, and then I'm minding their business. It's a tricky balance. It really is, because life is all about relationships. When I just tend to me and what's happening inside of me and get okay with me, then the world's okay. And I get to choose in those moments who I want to be in a relationship with. That's another place of, I get to mind my business, but I also get to choose if I'm in relationships or I'm in situations where I'm not really comfortable or I just don't really interact or we don't have anything in common or I don't resonate here. You know, my business is to decide where do I want to put my time and energy and do I want to stay in this kind of situation. They're not bad and wrong for that. I have no judgment about it. It's simply this doesn't serve me. So my business is to take care of me. And sometimes that means leaving without any kind of explanation. Just saying, you know, I got to go now. Had a great time. See ya. You know, I don't owe anybody anything. But that's minding me, taking care of me. And that's my business. And we all have permission to do that. So where am I at with time? I think I've said a lot in a short time, so I'm going to end right there. Do you have anything you'd like to share, Jackie?
No, actually what you said made a lot of sense to me.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, I have been on the same train of thought. And I've repeated all of those words. I mean, almost everything you have said to others. You know,
mm-hmm.
But it's hard to practice that in my own life.
It is. It's much easier to give the advice than to take it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes.
But that was awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for joining. Where do you live? Where's 865?
Phil.
Awesome. Oh, so it is, what, 12 there?
Yes, 12:20.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yep,
Excellent.
Where are you at?
I'm in California.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
My sponsor is from California.
Aha. Excellent. Yeah. I'm like, how did you find me? Because we had to know somebody in there in the loop together.
Somebody in that loop, yeah, invited me to the talk. So I don't know who it was. It didn't really say. So I'm like, okay, I'll listen.
It's all right. Here you are.
I know.
I do this. I do this every week. I do this every Wednesday at 12 o'clock your time. So if you are available, it'd be great to have you. And if you're Not on my email list. That's what I'd recommend. Go to my website, Hello Extraordinary Life,
Okay.
and on the landing page is a free ebook, and you sign up with that, and that puts you on the email list, and then you'll know what the topic is, and you'll get an email every week to tell you what's happening.
Okay,
With some
awesome.
just good insights and tips and tools that you can implement immediately, and if not, you can share it with others. But yeah, this call happens every week, and so if you're not on
what is the
in a
website again?
it's Hello Extraordinary Life.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Let me